Okay, hi. So, welcome back to my channel, all about book summaries. We're doing, we're still in part one, chapter two, the levels of reading. And the book is How to Read a Book. So, in this chapter, the four levels of reading are introduced in detail. Okay, note the word levels, okay, suggesting that they build and depend on each other. The first is elementary reading, okay, where one learns to read mechanically. The second level is inspectional reading, where a set amount of time is given in order to skim systematically. Skimming is to reading as planning is to writing. Okay. The purpose of this pre-reading is to determine what the book is about. Okay. Is it useful? Does it serve your purpose as a reader? I.e., is it what you're looking for? One of the main reasons you should not just start reading a book before doing this has to do with the fact that the brain is actually terrible at multitasking. You don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to figure out what kind of book you're reading while simultaneously trying to understand its arguments. Okay, understanding alone is hard enough business. Okay, so spare yourself the trouble of juggling several tasks at the same time whenever you can. Okay, the third level is called analytical reading. In short, it is the best reading of a single text one is capable of making. And to do so, and this is probably, I mean, if not the most important message, it's certainly one of the more important messages, okay, in this book. Okay, it's one of the things you should take away. If you forget everything, like this is one of the top five things you should remember. Okay, a good reader asks questions. Okay, if you read something and you don't stop and come up with questions and try to answer them, you've not read to your potential. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so it's something you must do. Okay, going through a book without asking questions is like going through life without setting goals. Okay, you'll never know when and if you have arrived, right? Will the book, you'll never know if the book answered your questions if you didn't pose questions to begin with. Okay, I can't stress this enough. True understanding of a book begins with this level, which is discussed in detail in part two. Okay, syntopical reading discussed in part four might also be termed comparative reading. Okay, ideally, though, it goes even beyond that. To engage in this final level of reading, several texts are analyzed, ones that pivot around a common subject or theme. So the question or questions asked of them and the interpretation that ensues may actually go beyond all of them, potentially leading to a novel take on the matter at hand. Okay. All right. Chapter 2 was a short one. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.